Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out this QCY Q29 Bluetooth earbuds. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, so inside the box you get some replacements, a micro USB cable that is pretty small, a manual, more stuff, and the earbuds, and the charger cradle itself. So here's the manual, pretty straightforward it seems, lots of pictures, it is in English, and, oh, it's in English only, surprising. And then here we have a tutorial, again, some earbud replacements, and a really tiny micro USB cable, which is pretty cool. Alright, so actually fast forward 24 hours, I actually started rambling and had issues with connecting this thing. I gave it a shot this morning and I got it to work. I did read the instructions, I read all the instructions, and none of it helped. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the build quality. So first of all, of course, as you guys can see, they are flashing right now. So basically, these are just like the Airpods. They have their own docking station that charges them as well while they are in storage. In the back here, you have an LED indicator as well as a micro USB charging port. And basically, you charge the station that charges the earbuds. So it's pretty cool, it's pretty neat. The build quality is really nice, it's solid. So opening it, here we have the earbuds themselves. The construction quality is really nice and solid. Here are the charging pins. You have the right and the left side, and that is all. So when you're done with them, you pop them in here. Not only would it keep it safe, but it will also let you charge them while you're on the go. So these things are pretty much the same. You have a button on each side on the top. Then you have the stereo microphones pointing at your mouth, as well as indicators for right channel, left channel, as well as the charging contacts. So first I want to talk about the rubber pieces right here. These things are very stiff, and there is a reason for that I found out while trying to put these things on. I actually had a lot of issues putting these on, and to the point where I was fiddling around with it to find out the perfect fit. I tried all three sizes. I tried my favorite pads from the Sony over here, as well as some authentic Sony earbuds, which are really comfortable. And I tried some knockoff earbuds that are a bit stiffer on these things, and I had a lot of issues trying to find out what works for me. I have taken a look at other YouTubers. They have said that it works for them. Some say it took time to get used to, and some just say it's a matter of finding the right fit. I tried all of these things. They all really hurt my ears. Maybe I'm just not used to these kind of things. One thing for sure, I did have a lot of trouble using these guys. I'm the type of person that doesn't like Apple earbuds, the original ones and the new ones. They're just hard shell, it just really hurts my ears. I really prefer these really nice soft Sony earbuds that have a canal design that curves, and these are just amazing. But here I really can't say, since other people haven't had an issue with it, but I surely did. Now sometimes I got them to work where they would stay in my ears. I tried the medium, large and small. Sometimes I would get them to stay there and they would be amazing, because it is just a really unique feeling of having no wires whatsoever dangling from your ears. So with that being said, the ear pads, just be aware of them, be ready to experiment and find the right fit for you. Again, it could be just me, but really I am used to the ear canal type of earbuds. If you have ever tried the Sony ones with or any other kind of earbuds that have the curved design, these things never fall off and they just feel really nice. Now let's come to the next part, aesthetics. Do they look nice in hand? Yeah, they look pretty cool, but once you put them in your ear, the pictures, so for example in the pictures, they show these things inserted into the ears of the models like this. When really it is more like this. It is kind of protruding, it is very visible, and it looks kind of awkward. Even the Apple Airpods, they look awkward, but that's how it is with having this kind of design fashion going on, where you have something inside your ear on each side without a wire dangling from them. Alright, now let's talk about the audio quality. These things actually produce a pretty good audio quality for Bluetooth earbuds, especially in this size and form factor. And I gotta say, they get the job done. They sound pretty good. It does have some surprisingly good bass, and overall is the kind of quality you would expect from Bluetooth earbuds. Now, the volume levels, they are average, so most people won't have any issues with the volume levels, but if you're the type of person that likes to blast their music on 100% with some crazy DAC in your phone, just don't get these. This is not for you. If you like blasting your music up to 11, then these are definitely not for you. But for everyone else, the volume levels are very good, and they don't hurt your ears, so that's good. Alright, so now let's talk about how to connect these things. Basically, in the instructions, they tell you to take one off and connect it, and then take the other one off, and they would automatically connect, which did not happen for me in my case. Now, one thing I did notice is the left earbud actually has less volume, slightly less volume than the right side. First I thought it was just me, but I accidentally had put them in reverse, and noticed that my right ear now is getting less volume than the left ear, which was weird. So I switched them around and found out that the left ear actually has slightly less volume. So let's talk about how you connect these things. Basically, in the instructions, they tell you to take the right side out, which is the main one, and pair it up to your phone, followed by your left one, and put it near your right one, where they would automatically pair to each other and give you stereo audio. But that wasn't the issue for me. It did not work. I did try to troubleshoot it using the instructions and they did not help at all. So what I ended up doing actually is just holding these things for about 15 seconds while putting them near my ears, because these things do give you prompts of what's happening. And eventually I connected to my phone and they paired up and it says connected, right channel, left channel, boom, done. And audio starts playing. And finally, let's talk about the battery life. So in my testing, I got about 2 hours of playtime, and the charging time was actually about 2 hours as well. And one thing is, this docking station right here, they claim that it has up to 12 hours of charge time once you charge them up. So for example, after you're done with your 2 hours or 1 hour or 15-minute break, you can quickly pop these in here, get some charge, put them back in, and you're good to go. So it's a really neat feature when you store these things. You just pop them in there, let them charge, because remember, you don't want to lose these guys, so you put them in here anyways, and they charge anyways. So that is really cool, and yeah, makes a lot of sense. Now, of course, charging time can improve, but hey, you're paying about $60, so these are pretty much alternative to the AirPods. So with that out of the way, what do I really think about these guys? Well, these things are alternative to the AirPods. In my experience, the biggest issue that I had, these things did not stay in my ears properly. I tried everything and they just did not stay in there. Maybe it's the weight, maybe it's the design. I feel like it's the padding themselves. They're kind of weird. Basically, the way they sit is like this, so you have the microphone and they go into your ear canal like this, and you can see where the weight is going. It's kind of awkward, and if you look at yourself in the mirror while wearing these, you might just rethink your life decisions over. And jokes aside, yes, you are going to get looks from people in the public, because these things are a new trend, they look weird, and they just look like you have an earplug in your ear. That's pretty much it. And one last thing I forgot to mention is that these guys can actually be paired up in stereo mode, mono mode, or in separate units. For example, you can hand one to your friend and one for yourself, and each of these guys can be paired up to its own phone and used independently like a regular Bluetooth handset. So, are these things any good? Well, if you can get them to stay in your ear comfortably, then I would say yes. It's a really unique experience of having no wires whatsoever or any extra weight going on while listening to any kind of audio source. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone.